Alright guys, welcome back again to the channel. So Super Eagles head coach and also the coach of the Super Eagles team B has now released his pre-match statement concerning the match that he has tomorrow. Of course, as you do know, we have a game against Senegal in the African Cup of Nations CHAN tournament that is specifically made for home-based players. So, the competition obviously started on Saturday. We've seen a couple of countries play. Starting with Tanzania, who won Burkina Faso 2 goals to 0 on Saturday, being the opening match, and then Kenya won DR Congo 1 goal to 0 yesterday. We saw Morocco as well playing yesterday. They won Angola 2 goals to 0. Madagascar playing out a 0-0 scoreline yesterday as well. And then today we saw a few games. Niger losing to Guinea 1 goal to 0, and then Algeria blowing away Uganda 3 goals to 0. So tomorrow we will see a couple of games. It's going to start with a 3 o'clock match whereby Congo will play Sudan, and then later 6 p.m. the Super Eagles of Nigeria team B will face Senegal national team. Also the team B side of the Senegalese team. So that is the updates right now concerning the CHAN tournament. And for Coach Chelle, who has been training with the boys, he has come out to give out some words. And from his statement, he's saying that they've had some really good preparation leading up to this game tomorrow, and his boys look really fit and they know what they need to do to get results tomorrow. But he's also not playing down his opponents or their opponents, because he admits that Senegal is one of the powerhouses, in West Africa, especially when you talk about football, and whether it's the national team or the home-based side of it, that Senegal is always a very, very good opponent to play with anytime, any day. So in his words, he said our preparation for this game has been good, and we will look to improve. We will look to implement everything we have prepared into this match. I don't think it's a derby, but this is a game between two big countries in Africa. They have a history in football. Senegal have a good generation and a good team. That is the word that the coach has now said right now concerning this match tomorrow. So it's going to be interesting, to see how this unravels. Make sure to catch it if you have the time to do so, and then we'll talk about it after the match. We're moving away from that, guys. We have a certain former Super Eagles player by the name Babayaro Emmanuel. He's actually the senior brother to Celestine Babayaro, who played for Chelsea and also played for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. He and his brother actually played for the national team. They won the 1996 Olympic gold medal with Nigeria. So Emmanuel Babayaro has now, given his 2 cents concerning the debate about whether Super Eagles are going to qualify for the World Cup 2026. And for him, it's been very brutal and, honest in his own opinion, because he has said that it's impossible. So Emmanuel Babayaro has said that he doesn't see Nigeria qualifying for this 2026 World Cup edition, and it's not because he hates the country or because he's a bad belly, but he's saying that the odds are against us, because obviously we have to win all of our remaining games to actually qualify, and he has said that it's almost impossible to do that. It's one thing for we to win all our games, and it's also another thing for the opponents to lose a couple of their games for we to be able to climb. So he's looking at the permutation, and he has said that no, this is so unrealistic, and he's sorry that we cannot really make it. And it's what he said. In reality, we are not going to qualify. Yes, as a Nigerian, I would love to see our flag at the 2026 World Cup, but we must face the fact other teams will not simply lose all their matches while we win all our matches. That is a sad opinion from this man, but I want to disagree with him. Obviously, I have some really strong optimism concerning our qualification. I still think it's possible, In fact, I think we have a good chance of actually qualifying, to the World Cup, especially when you consider, the options that we have. We have the option of FIFA stepping in to reduce, some points from South Africa, thereby bringing them down a little bit for other teams to actually, have a chance at competing. And then we have to play South Africa again, which is also a chance for we to, win them head to head, and then reduce the point deficit. So it's really, really dicey, as I said, but I think it's very, very doable, for these guys. But moving on, guys, let's talk a little bit about some transfer of some Super Eagles eligible players. The likes of Leslie Gochuku, who currently plays for Chelsea, has now been sold out permanently, based on the report, to Burnley. The fee is reported to be around 20 million euros, which I think it's actually a fair price for this young man, who was unable to break into the Chelsea first team. There's a lot of player in the Chelsea shirt, the Chelsea midfield area, and those guys are some really, really, good players. Caicedo, Fernandez, and the like. So this man would definitely not be able to even come close to competing with these guys, especially when the coach already favors all of the other guys. So this is probably a good move for him to join Burnley and then continue his football. There's also Kane Chukwuemeka, who Borussia Dortmund have now started a conversation about making his deal permanent, from Chelsea. He spent the last season on loan at the club, and the president of Dortmund actually said that he likes Kane Chukwuemeka and wants to see about the possibility of extending his stay at the club. And they've now started conversation with Chelsea. Chelsea are saying no, no, they don't want to send him on loan anymore. If you want to buy him, then you have to buy him on a permanent basis. That's the only way that we can deal. And Borussia Dortmund are okay by that, so they are discussing about the transfer fee that will be suitable to get Kane Chukwuemeka to join them next season. Then the next player is Chuba Akpom, who is now set to join Birmingham City on a season-long loan from Ajax. Akpom, of course, is also eligible to play for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, but he hasn't really got his chance very much. The willingness is there, the zeal is there, the passion is there, but he has just not performed at the top level as much to be called up. I think that's the only reason why we have not been seeing him get called up by the coaches of the national team. And again, the attacking areas, we have a lot of attacking talents who are raising the bar high. But Chubakpom is set to complete a loan to Birmingham City. Actually, Middlesbrough also entered the race because he had a really good spell at Middlesbrough. So they are also trying to see if they can sabotage this deal. But based on the report, Chubakpom wants to focus on Birmingham City, for this coming season, because obviously he's out of favor with the Ajax team, and he's just looking for a way to sort out his future so that he can get enough playing time this coming season.